Well, there you have it. The stage is set for what will be an emotional ANZAC Day match between the Storm and the Warriors in front of what seems to be a near-capacity crowd here at AAMI Park. It's live on 9, Macca's Thursday Night Footy. Your commentary team this evening on the sideline, Sam Thaiday and Ruan Sims. And in the commentary box, special comments from the birthday boy, Jonathan Thurston, alongside Paul Vaught, Billy Slater. And it's a very good evening, Matthew Thompson.
Good evening to you, James, and a very stirring ANZAC Day commemoration ahead of a genuine trans-Tasman clash. The Storm of Melbourne against the Warriors of Auckland, New Zealand. And the game does it well on ANZAC Day. We saw that earlier at the SCG and now here at AAMI Park, where we're up near capacity, I'd say. They've had in the last 7 years prior to tonight crowds of over 20,000 for this match. And tonight they'll go past that again. There's barely any spare seats here at all as the Melbourne Storm break away and run through the banner, which again acknowledges the sacrifice made by diggers past and present. So it's time for the match now, and Melbourne had their winning run of 5 games, broken last week in Golden Point against the Roosters. They're up against a Warriors team vastly depleted, as we've already spoken about Paul Vaughton in the pre-game. And
Dale Finucane, my player to watch tonight. There's probably better players in the biggest stars in the Melbourne Storm team, but a player like Dale Finucane, he is the rock on which clubs like the Melbourne Storm are built. He just gives 100% every time he goes around. Good, solid player in the middle of the ruck, and he's always in the top 3 players in every match he plays. Grew up, played for the Bega Roosters as his junior club, played 3 years at Canterbury, and has been at the Melbourne Storm since 2015.
Well, New South Wales are looking for a new number 13 at this stage. He might be somewhere in Brad Fittler's thinking. Good to have Billy Slater with us up in the box tonight. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Matty. Thanks for having me. And my player to watch tonight is Chanel Harris-Tavita in only his 4th NRL game. Recently turned 23 weeks ago, and he's had some nice touches in the NRL. He's in the deep end of the pool here tonight at AAMI Park, and if he can be the chief and orchestrate a victory for his team, the New Zealand Warriors, could be the making of the young man.
You've played in many ANZAC Day games here, Billy. Give us an idea about the emotion that the pre-game ceremony stirs up in the players. You can see there's obvious emotion on their faces, both Melbourne and the Warriors.
Well, it's a big occasion. It's a big day for both nations, and I think it's a unique game given the fact both countries are represented. The whole week is all about the ANZAC Day and the spirit, what the past and present men and women and the servicemen and women have given our countries, and I think that flows over into the game, and you don't want to let them down. You're representing them tonight, and the courage that you need to show and put your body on the line is evident out there.
Let's go down to the sideline. Ruan and Sam have got the honours tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Tomo. Down here on the sideline, Sam, what an incredible atmosphere. When those lights went out just before, that was amazing.
I've got goosebumps for a different reason. It isn't that cold down here, but when those national anthems were playing, you can really feel that emotion. The fireworks went off. Now the boys are out here, they're getting ready to play. If that's not a big enough occasion for you to get up and play hard for your team tonight, I don't know what is. Yeah, well, some wholesale changes for the Warriors tonight. They are definitely going to have to step up, aren't they? Yeah, definitely. I'm looking to their senior players, the Blairies, the Isaac Luke out of dummy half. I'm looking for those guys to really stand up tonight with the players and the calibre of players they have out at the moment to really lift this Melbourne Storm, lift that New Zealand Warriors team. But I think that the Melbourne Storm are going to be too good tonight. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Sam. Back up to you, Tomo. Thanks, Ruan. Good to have you with us down there on the sideline tonight. And you mentioned the absentees. David Fusatua, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Solomon Qatar, Blake Green. It's not going to be easy for Melbourne here. And Will Chambers has been in good form again this year as we look towards Origin. He scored 6 tries in these ANZAC Day games, Melbourne v the Warriors, and 11 career tries against the Warriors, the most he's scored against any club in the competition. So they are, well, largely written off, you'd say, in terms of the bookmakers anyway, Paul, but as we well know, doesn't always matter.
No, it should be a fantastic match. There's a mixture of both Australians and Kiwis in both teams. The Warriors have probably got 4 or 5 Australians in their side, and the Storm have got 1 million Kiwis in their team.
6 actually, but close enough. Patrick Herbert will play his first game in the NRL this evening in Warriors colours. He previously with the Dragons at under-20s and a New South Wales Cup, or Canterbury Cup level as it's now known, and also Hayes Perham will play his first game in the NRL off the bench for the Warriors this evening. Well, he's a legend of the Melbourne Storm himself, the Warriors coach, Stephen Kearney, with the most illustrious career here. Against Craig Bellamy, the master.
Stay behind.
So it's the Storm looking for a 7th consecutive win over the Warriors. They've only dropped 1 game this year. It was last week, and Vunivalu, within millimetres of the sideline, retrieves the kickoff to get us underway. Great crowd and a good way to round out Anzac Day. Christian Welsh now, good solid defence. Lachlan Burr, the 13, leading the charge, along with Ignatius Parsi, the 8. Now Finucane up there with the leading runners for post-contact meters in the competition this year. And now Felice Kafusi, he's one of those 6 New Zealand-born players in this Storm outfit. As Smith schemes away and goes to Kenny Bromwich, they saw him coming. Good tackle, that was Herbert, the first gamer. Back for Brodie Croft now. For a long kick on tackle number 5, and replacing Tuivasa Sheck in the fullback role, Peter Hiku tonight. Vastly experienced player. And for Mamalo, one of the game's good flyers. Isaac Luke for Jared Beale now. He'll be tackled on the 40-metre line by Kenny Bromwich. Here's Leeson Armour. Gets an offload back for Luke. And now Lachlan Burr. Former Bulldog, former Titan, now a Warrior, and he's inside Melbourne's half to the tune of a couple of metres. Luke sweeps it away. Tohu Harris for Ignatius Parsi, good defence. Kenny Bromwich around the legs, drives him into the ground. And it's spun back for the left boot of Chanel Harris-Tavita, and that one swirled around. Suliasi Vunivalu eventually takes it on the chest. They've won the last 3 Anzac Day games as well, this Melbourne Storm outfit. There's Jesse Bromwich. Charges back into the defence. He's played 28 tests for New Zealand, Jesse. He's captain New Zealand as well. Oh, here's a mistake. Kenny Bromwich has shelled one from Cameron Munster.
That's disappointing, coming out of their own territory. It's a rare mistake. Simple, wasn't he? Just took his eyes off the football. Tohu Harris, Billy. It's strange he's playing in the 5/8 role tonight, but he's played 5/8 for his country, hasn't he?
Yeah, it might seem a little bit strange, a back row playing in the halves, but he's very creative. He's very dangerous close to the line. He's got great footwork, and he's got a nice little offload, so keep an eye on him this set.
Well, he's feeding the scrum. He's normally in the scrum. Comes away from Luke to Harris-Tavita. And in 15, that's Isaiah Papali'i. Put that on the 30-metre line by Brodie Croft. Gee, they'd love an early score here, the Warriors, wouldn't they? He's passing. They're up against the best defensive team in the competition. They concede the fewest line breaks and the least number of metres per game. The Melbourne Storm, as Harris-Tavita goes to Harris. Now he's the first gamer, Herbert, up to the 10-metre line. He's up against Will Chambers, one of the game's premier centres. Harris-Tavita, he's playing halfback, and Harris in the 5/8 role, as Paul has pointed out. Leeson Armour outside the 10. Here's Isaac Luke, gives it for Burr. Floats a pass up to no one. I think Hiku wanted Harris-Tavita to pick it up. He nearly slices through here, Peter Hiku. Only Smith around the legs prevented him from a crack at the line there. And fifth tackle penalty. Welsh was crowding.
Well, Peter Hiku just needed someone to support him there. He had his arms free a couple of times as he surged to that line. Looks like they're going to take a quick tap.
Taking the 2.
A little bit of support for Hiku. They might have scored.
Thanks, mate.
No, they will take the shot.
Change their mind. They're going to take the shot. We'll take a break. There's an early knock for ANZAC. Luke, here's the play you were talking about. Paulie was standing.
Well, look at that. Could have had someone there, and then
open.
again he turned around in the tackle and looked for. So all you needed was someone charging onto it. He's been a really good player at Manly and then Penrith, and he's found a home with the Warriors, Peter Hiku. And I think he's a better fullback than he is a centre. So he might have a big game tonight. Looks like a gift 2 points here for the Warriors.
2-0 to visitors. Only Telstra Mobile customers can stream the NRL data free on Australia's best mobile network. Download the NRL official app right now and you can start streaming. So it was an accomplished start there for the Warriors. Forced a mistake, put Melbourne's defence under a bit of pressure, and they've come away with an early penalty goal to ease the nerves a little bit at 2-0. Could I ask you about Christian Welsh, Billy? He's been on the periphery of State of Origin selection for a couple of years now. I think he was 18th man last year for you. It might have been the last game when you were captain, actually. Starting tonight, he's been too good to resist.
Yeah, it's been an interesting selection for Craig Bellamy to start Christian Welsh and put Big Nelson, Asafa Solomona on the bench. I think it's probably more of a reflection on how Christian's going and the balance to the team. Having Jesse Bromwich out there, he's a big guy like Nelson, and Christian ran for 206 metres last week. He was exceptional, so he's definitely in the frame and will be in the conversation when the Queensland team selected.
Well, this is good from the Warriors. They're trying to play a bit of up-tempo. But our steal, well done, Kenny Bromwich. He's ripped it away from ANZAC Luke.
Well, we're seeing that play more and more often this year. Cameron Munster had 3 in one game a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure it's something they've practiced.
So just to explain this, one-on-one, you're allowed to strip the ball away. Previously, that wouldn't have been allowed because there was 2 and then 3 defenders involved in the tackle. But if they drop off, you can still make a play at the ball now. And that's what happened there. Smith's out at second receiver, ball bobbling along the ground. Here's Kenny, who started it with that one-on-one pinch. And he's 26 out from the Warriors line. Welsh, the man we just spoke about, with a starting spot tonight. Confronted by Adam Blair with all his experience. Played 121 games for the Melbourne Storm over 6 seasons. They go left to Munster. He's going to roll it to the in-goal. He's at O'Hara after it. Ball sits up. They don't have to play, and it's gone over the dead ball line.
Watch the ball, Stay there, mate. Stay there, Church. They're coming quick. My whistle, mate. Wait for it!
That's a bit too much weight on that one.
Lost legs there, lost legs.
Bounce for the Warriors, and the Warriors are up for this one, Bill. They're running hard with purpose.
Well, they've been winning the field position battle. There's not much between a good and a bad kick, and the Melbourne Storm continue to give the Warriors good field position. They'll eventually hurt them.
It's the 2 wins for the Warriors so far this year. Round 1 against the Bulldogs, round 4 against the Gold Coast Titans. As Lachlan Burr, who played for both of those clubs I just mentioned, was tackled at 15 metres inside Melbourne's half by Jesse Bromwich. Now Luke scampering out a dummy half. He goes to Leeson Armour. He'll charge up inside the 20. The former Dragon. 19 out. Last tackle, Luke goes to the right. It's with Tohu Harris. He's going to run, then he's going to play short. They're going to score. The Warriors have got the first try, and it's the old Storm veteran, Adam Blair.
Well, the Storm are slow out of the blocks tonight. Made a mistake in their own territory. Copped 2 points against them. Cameron Munster just too heavy in the kick, and it's all the Warriors. They're running strong, they're running hard, and look at this. Beautiful ball from Tohu Harris. Excellent play by the Warriors.
Well, everyone was thinking the kick, except Tohu and Adam Blair. This is Tohu's first occasion in a Warriors jersey back here at Amy Park. He missed the clash last year. Good start by the Warriors.
And another former Melbourne player, Adam Blair, scores the try.
Tohu's not going to kick much tonight, is he, Billy? You can almost take it to the bank that he's going to run more often than not.
Yeah, well, I saw him kicking in the warm-up, and I think he might run.
Well, he ran there and delivered a lovely pass. And they are slow out of the blocks here again, the Storm, and that's been the pattern over the last 3 weeks now. They were down 14-0 here against the Bulldogs. They were down 20-0 against the Roosters, and they've slipped behind in the first 10 minutes now on this Anzac Day clash. Harris Tavita next to the sticks.
Yep.
Makes it 8-0.
Successful conversion. And these Warriors 8 Storm here this week.
Warriors 8, Melbourne 0. Great start for the Kiwi team for Nukin. He puts a bit of grunt into that. He got it away though. Nice ball pass here. Hiku's there in support. Gee, they're playing with some belief, Paul, aren't they?
Well, just saw how hard passing ran then. Another missed tackle there by the Melbourne Storm, and a penalty.
Come on, you can.
Cameron Smith. Just a little grab, I think, there in the play of the ball. So they'll be deep in the half in a second.
Earlier result from the Sydney Cricket Ground. The Roosters 20, Dragons 10. Good game of footy. The Roosters with a commanding lead of 14-0, then 14-10, and the Roosters scored late to seal that victory. We'll dive into that game and much more on Macca's Golden Point straight after full time here from Amy Park. Here's Lachlan Burr with it. They've had 64% of the ball so far, the Warriors. And Harris, he stepped away from Munster. He gets within 25 metres, 24 metres of the line, a bit more actually when he rolled over there. Here's Parsi. Breaks inside the red zone. Felice Kafusi makes the tackle with Christian Welch. Tackle number 4. They go left to Peter Hiku, who left Jesse Bromwich behind. He's only 5 out now when he'll play the ball. Papali'i sends it away to Harris Tavita. He can't find the in-goal, and Jerome Hughes is there.
Well, already 4 offloads for the New Zealand Warriors. They're willing to chance their arm against the Melbourne defence and pull it apart with the offloads. Melbourne, Josh Adokar takes a quick tap.
And up over the halfway now. Well, there's a couple of good Origin plays, isn't it? Adokar, the New South Walesman, and now Chambers. Oh, he's lost the ball.
And a shake of the head from Coach Craig Bellamy. Yeah, 2 really scything, surging runs there.
Go, Melbourne.
By Adokar and then Chambers, and then a little knock on right at the end of it.
Sam Thaiday, comment from you.
Yeah, guys, Billy touched on it just before. 4 offloads already by the New Zealand Warriors team. I think that's the way they do have to play the Melbourne Storm, being such a structured defensive team, throwing the ball around, having a bit of fun, playing ad-lib footy might be the way they break them.
All right, Thank you, Sam. Here's Patrick Herbert, the third Warriors player to be handed the blue by Stephen Kearney so far this year. There's Isaac Lukoff on a run. Gives it back to Herbert. They are cutting through them here. They're on the 20-metre line. This is Harris Tavita. Showed it to two would-be runners and then fires it to Hicko out the back. You then send it to Mamalo. Ken Mamalo keeps it infield. It's scooped up by a Marion Sevi now, who's got it back.
Oh, Blake Ashford just had to catch that and fall over the line. The former West Tiger. Oh, it's a shame, but Melbourne now on the counter-attack.
And Chambers tries the in and away. Herbert makes the tackle along with the experienced Gerard Beale on the Warriors' right-hand side defence. Now Welsh with it. Delighted strongly with Parsi. Played on the 30-metre line. Jesse Bromwich. A kick from Croft now. He wants Vunivalu to chase after it. But Mamalo's back there, but he's trapped only a couple of metres out from his own line. Here is Blake Ashford. Plays his 169th NRL game tonight. Didn't play one at all last year. Gets his second opportunity of the season tonight. Now Beale can't find a way through. Tackled by Kafusi. Kafusi with another good effort coming out of marker that time. Big Nelson getting ready to come out there for the Storm. As Luke decides to kick from dummy half. He didn't strike it solidly, and now here's the Fox Addo Carr back beyond the halfway on tackle number one. For Will Chambers. Scored a hat-trick in this ANZAC clash back in 2012. Nukin muscles his way up beyond the 20-metre line and drags the defence with him. Such a hard man to bring to a halt. Smith for Welsh. Munster one-handed catch. Shows goes. They knock him over a metre short. Only just, though. And it was Tohu Harris who did it. Munster plays it. It'll come away for Smith, first receiver. Thought about kicking. Bumped off a defender. Kick to the in goal. That's a lovely kick.
Oh, the time that he had with the football. Get a repeat set for his team. He just built pressure. He was looking towards the post to start with, but eventually went back towards the short side. This will show it beautifully. Looking towards the post. Not on, not on. Gets another set.
Be ready for it, though.
Stay behind, you're on the clock. He's the only man to have played in all 10 of these traditional ANZAC fixtures. Storm v Warriors, Cameron Smith. He scored 74 points in them. Oh dear. That was a moment of trepidation for Melbourne. Now he's overrun the ball there, Jesse Bromwich, and Cameron Smith has to be tackled, which he doesn't often experience.
He won't like that.
No. There's Welsh now. 5 offloads against nothing so far. He skips away from dummy half. Smith, Munster, Bromwich tackled strongly. He's put some good tackles on so far. Patrick Herbert in his first game. He's read it nicely. But Hughes now. Hit hard by Armour within a couple of metres of the line. Cameron Smith away to Cameron Munster. He's plenty strong, but the defence has got him, and it's Herbert again.
He's
okay, nice and square,
having
boys.
a fine match, especially in defence. Cameron's looked dangerous when he's had the ball out there a couple of times, and Billy, I know that you threw your arms up there once, and maybe the ball should have gone out the back at one stage there.
There was an opportunity, and they're going down the left-hand side a lot, the Melbourne Storm. They like their chances against young Herbert, but he's coming up with the goods at the moment.
Lachlan Burr.
Up there, Dale. Square there.
And a kick on tackle 4. Lands on the 20-metre line. Jerome Hughes safely positioned underneath it. Playing in his first Anzac Day fixture, Jerome. Another of those New Zealand-born Melbourne Storm players. Josh Addo-Carr in fine try-scoring form, 4 tries in his last 3 games. And Welsh now. With Smith. Munster's going to put it on the boot on tackle number 3. He's trying to plug it into a corner, and the ball, that was a brilliantly weighted kick. There was no choice for Jared Beale. He's got to take it dead.
Yeah, it was a nice kick. A long-range third tackle kick, just so they can get 6 more. I sometimes think that some of these players kick too early in the tackle count. What was that? He's going, what was that?
Behind. Time you run. Ready for a short one here, Church. Time you run.
Now the referees have twigged there might be a short drop out. No. It's a 2 bouncer, and it's picked up by Croft. Christian Welsh, oh, good shot. Marcy. He hits hard, this bloke.
Come behind, Christian. Go 10.
Nice stint there from Christian Welsh. He's off.
They're tapping, mate.
And Big Nelson's on.
Bunty a forward, 16. Ready to come out there.
Lachlan up there.
There's no shortage of size out there tonight for both teams, is there? Cameron Smith playing short to a charging Nelson Arsiva Solomona. Parsi made a good tackle. They're 9 out. Can they crack them open here? Brody Croft shows a dummy. Tries to go in amongst the big men. Tackled near the line. Smith for Finucane. He'll go to Nelson. Oh, nearly. Not quite. Hiku stopped the ball before it got to the grass. Now Smith's going to try and burrow his way there. He's scored a try against the Warriors so far in his career. In these Anzac clashes, but he's not going to get another.
Wait for the whistle, thanks, Cameron. Just wait for the whistle, Cameron, please. Marcus square.
Well, they're holding solid so far, the Warriors. Really good online defence.
Here's Croft. He wants Vunivalu. Ball falls in. There's Warriors there, and Harris Tavita's going to get back in the field of play.
Hold it! Hold! Go. One.
Now Hiku, they're going to race up here.
Hold, Cameron! Hold!
Melbourne are going to be charging off the defensive line. This is Ken Mamalo. Gets a quick play the ball off. And Harris Tavita. You don't see the halfback in there doing that usually, but he's got out to the 20-metre line. Isaac Luke. And that's Bunty Afoa with his first touch. Harris Tavita kicks on his own 30-metre line. Bangs it deep. Down to Vunivalu. He's got 4 tries in 4 games against the Warriors. Suliasi.
Isaac square.
I mentioned their defence is holding up pretty well at the moment, Paul. They've got the 2nd worst defensive record in the comp so far, leaking on average 23 points a game.
Yeah, it's been good tonight. I think the occasion, they're lifting for the occasion. The kicking game's ordinary. The 4 kicks they put in tonight have all found straight down the throats of Melbourne players. So they've got to get better in that aspect.
Here's Felice Kafusi running into a hole. Good tacklation around the legs. Now Hughes, away to Brody Croft. A couple of young guns coming together there, Croft and Harris Tavita. 12 metres out from the Warriors line. A long pass from dummy half finds Munster. He'll kick it up in the air. Beale versus Addo-Carr. He bats it back in. Munster's there. He takes the tap down and will score Melbourne's try.
Well, that is brilliant. From Addo-Carr. Absolutely sensational. 5th tackle option, the big high kick. Out to the extremities of the field, and Addo-Carr. Genius play. we go. Looking for his winger. He found him all right. He knew he couldn't catch it, so look at this.
Great work by Cameron Munster. He's the one that kicked the ball, chased it, wanted to be involved, wanted to make a difference. Ruan?
Well, we spoke about the Melbourne Storm persisting with attacking the right edge of the Warriors' defence, and it's come off this time. A beautiful piece of airplay there by Addo-Carr, and Munster chasing through on his own kick was absolutely fabulous. It might have taken the Storm 15 minutes to get into this game, but since that 15-minute mark, it's pretty much been all the Storm.
That was Terry Lamb like that. Terry, whenever he was involved in the play, he'd throw a pass, and then he'd just trail up the middle or put a kick in. He'd trail up the middle, looking for something to happen at the end of it.
What's happening, Billy? They're drawing straws on who's going to kick goals at the moment. Brady Croft kicked last week, and I don't think he missed one, and now Cameron Munster's going to take over.
Very interesting, isn't it? Cameron Smith never usually gives up his kicking duty. He might have it back shortly.
No?
Just on the clock, just after the clock, please.
Munster misses the conversion to keep the score at 8-4 in favour of the Warriors. Well, Cameron Smith isn't kicking because he's got a slight groin strain. That was the situation last week. But Brady Croft hit it beautifully when he kicked for goal. So not sure what the situation is there. We might get our gun reporter Sam Friday on the case. Nelson. Oh, the ball's been forced out, and a lovely tackle. Great technique to force the ball out.
We have a knock on. Have a knock on? Knock on against Melbourne. No advantage. Thanks, mate.
There's a bit of Vorton about that.
What, the drop ball? And the pocket referee called play on, but it wasn't because he didn't see the knock on.
Brody, nice and close.
Isaiah Papali'i in 15, driving in around the football and forces a turnover. Gives the Warriors a chance. 28 out from Melbourne's line.
Yeah, Blake Ashford and Ken Mamalo on the left here up against Suliasi Vunivalu.
That's where they go, Ashford with it. There's Brody Croft, who held him up before Kafusi could come over and help to complete the tackle. Sent away from Isaac Luke, Harris Tavita, Lachlan Burr. And now Isaac Luke, he thought the markers are offside. That's why he ran, gave it away to Afoa. And he gets up to the 10-metre line. It's Harris Tavita, drifts across. Dumps it to Papali'i. Marion Sevi, the 17, helping to wrap up the ball with Kafusi. Sent away from Hiku to Harris Tavita, to Burr. He's been busy through the first 26 minutes. Gets one away, Harris Tavita picks it up. They're going to change the point of attack. Comes back to Harris. He's confronted by Finucane and stopped 10 out from the line on tackle 5. It's with Burr, it's with Harris Tavita, it's with Papali'i, it's with Hiku. That might have taken a hand, I think it has, and gone over the sideline. Touched. It'll be a scrum feed, and the Warriors will be 10 out with a fresh set.
Jesse? He's copped one somewhere, Peter Hiku. Lower extremities of his body. He's down injured at the moment. He's having a fine match, Hiku. And we got hammered there in a tackle.
Oh, he's had the wind taken out of him. That might be best case scenario. Well, they could ill afford to lose his experience given the debilitating nature of their injury list at the moment. Might be a rib or something. Looks that's what it is, yeah. Might be rib cartilage.
He might have popped one. Bill, do you ever pop one of those?
Copped a few in that area. I think he'll be right. He might have just had the wind taken out of him. They get another set here, the Warriors.
Arms over, please, Melbourne. Please. Barry and Jerome.
Tohu Harris
Heads in.
to
Brady,
feed the
Mate.
scrum on Melbourne's 10-metre line.
All right, feet Tohu.
They scored the first try of the game.
Come back on. Out.
Let's see if they can get another one.
Heads away, Cameron.
Played by Mamalo. Here goes Big Bunty Afoa. A couple out from the line. Jesse Bromwich made the tackle. Harris Tavita wanted to take them on, but he just slipped over before Nelson came to monster him.
Up now, Nelson.
So ANZAC Luke got installed. He'll go left. He'll take them on himself. Luke nearly slipped through. They just get him. Nelson, Asifa Solomona, and Hughes there as well. There's Papali'i, try with a bit of muscle, but can't advance the position. I've got one more tackle left. They spin it out to Harris Tavita. He's going to kick towards the in goal. He'll get it there. They're going to get another set of 6.
Yeah, great patience by the young half. They lost their way a little bit in that set, a couple of dummy half runs. Harris Tavita took the line on and slipped, so they'll reset here and try and structure up a nicer set this time.
Kick.
That's an awkward mully-grubbing restart. And it's with Ken Mamalo now. Harris Tavita shuffles it along. And that's the 14, Jas Tavanga. Utility player playing in the back row here after coming off the bench. Now here's ANZAC Luke for Tohu Harris. He looks dangerous. He's 5 out from Melbourne's line. Luke for Tavanga. They won't have any luck with that. They're too well organised around their goal line, Melbourne, at the moment. Luke out for Harris Tavita, away for Hiku. He's going to get away from another one, Blake Ashford.
Well, they must really fancy their chances down this left-hand side, because they've come down here about 5 times. And on that occasion, again, Ashford. Just a cold drop. A little bit of pressure on him to catch it, but well, he's nearly through a hole, actually. JT, they seem to be concentrating down this left-hand side.
Yeah, they are. Spending a bit of time down this left-hand side, I think, for the young fella, Chanel Harris Tavita. I think he just needs to square up a bit more and take it into the line. He seems to be passing a bit early, which isn't stopping the defence.
Thanks, JT. Queenslanders everywhere up here tonight. Paul Vorton, Jonathan Thurston, Sam down the sideline. Rowan, you're outnumbered. Morona comprehensively here. So Melbourne on tackle number 2 through Will Chambers. Plays it on the 20, Cameron Smith. He's got Brandon Smith out there at the moment as well. Here's Kenny Bromwich with it. On a sloppy delivery, he'll still pick up 15 metres. Yeah, that's a good run. In the middle of the field, Smith with a one-handed scoop up. And now for Nukin. Tackled by Luke. Brandon Smith. The ball of energy. He's the incumbent New Zealand Test hooker, actually. Here's a high one from Brodie Croft. Pressure, well taken by Hiku with Vunivalu running after him. On behalf of the NRL and all of us here at Nines Wide World of Sports, we ask that you join us in honouring and commemorating the men and women who have served our country this ANZAC round. It's been a very memorable day, and there'll be commemorations across the weekend as part of round 7 of the competition.
Cameron and Kenny, let's go now.
Tavanga Warriors on the halfway line. Harris to Vita with the high kick. Vunivalu never looks that good under those high balls, Billy, from an observer's point of view. He looks like it gets the wobbly boot on occasions. He takes more than he drops, of course, but he's a bit ungainly sometimes.
He's quite good. You can have the odd one here or there, but he's quite good under the high ball, especially when they kick it to him on the try line.
Well, when you're attacking, yeah. So, Big Nelson Asava-Solomona plays it to Smith down the short side. A bouncing pass. Addo-Carr picked it up before it went over the touchline. And with his burning pace, he'll come back towards the centre of the field. Papali'i 15, Bunny-Afoa 16. Munster with a kick across the grain. He's got Brandon Smith after a good clean-up work there by Isaac Luke. It looks like he's gone 12 rounds with the heavyweight champion of the world at the moment. He's got bark off him everywhere.
That looked like a kick back in for Billy Slater. Play that one. He used to practice that one at training, Bill.
A bit far away from me at the moment. Yeah, nice little set play there. They're chasing that 4-point deficit at the moment. They're being quite patient, the Melbourne Storm. They're playing field position and trying to work some fatigue into the New Zealand Warriors. It's the Melbourne Storm way to ignore the scoreboard. But the longer it goes 8-4, the pressure will mount.
He might be in trouble here, Isaac Luke. Let's go to Sam's sideline.
It definitely shows how tough Isaac Luke is there. On that kick chase before is where he caught that head knock. He worked his way 80 metres down the field to make sure he was in a position to stop the Melbourne Storm from scoring. So, well done. He's coming off for a HIA now. Hopefully he gets back out there.
Well, he's been great for the opening 33 minutes, Isaac Luke. They've got a luxury of number 9s, Jazz Tavanga. And Nathaniel Roach also can play in the dummy half position, as Nathaniel Roach looks like he's coming on into that position now.
Well, most people on the face of it thought the Warriors would be hard-pressed to keep pace with Melbourne, but they've done better than that. They've got a 4-point lead here, and half-time not all that far away. Here's Roach in 17. Tavanga's also out there, the two dummy half options, but the form at playing in the back row is Harris Tavita off the left foot. Kicks on the full, down to Jerome Hughes.
I'll ask John Thurston a question. That's the 7th kick they put in that's gone straight to a Melbourne player. JT, what's the plan with the kicks from inside their own? You've got to try and find the grass at some stage, haven't you?
Yeah, a lot of teams like to just kick it high and get the fullback standing by himself, and that way he doesn't have an option to pass. So they kick down that corner like you just seen, and Jerome Hughes has only got one option, and that's to run. So because they don't have another kicker in Tahu Harris, Chanel's doing all the kicking, so they need someone to take it out of dummy half.
Here's Hughes for Sevi. Blake Ashford missed him. Sevi stays alive. Ball comes back. Felice Kafusi offloading to Asava-Solomona. The big don't argue on Nat Roach, and he dropped the ball as he went to ground.
All up. All up.
Well, just look at the Melbourne Storm crowd. They look a bit bemused. Quite a few errors by the Storm tonight, which is unlike them, no doubt about it. But that's just a good, solid tackle from behind. Didn't see it coming. Big Nelson. He's going, what just happened there? But I'm telling you, the Warriors are really up for this, and they're playing so well.
Don't miss our brand new post-game show, Macca's Golden Point. Our team of experts will have a look at the Roosters win over the Dragons in this afternoon's Anzac Day clash. And Sam Thaiday will make his Thursday night debut as he heads behind the scenes in tonight's winning team's shed. It's Golden Point straight after the footy, live here from Amy Park. Here's the man himself. Yes, Sam?
Yeah, that's right. I will be heading into the sheds after the game, but just touching on the Melbourne Storm, They have had slow starts to their last kind of 3 games, so they will have to be careful here. Great defence there, making the Warriors make a mistake. So watch out, Warriors. Here come the Storm.
Yes, well, it might be an expensive one for them. They did that last week against the Roosters. They got an opportunity just before half-time, Melbourne that is, and they were able to score before the break and take a bit of confidence into the second half. 4 minutes until the half-time siren.
Chanel, nice and close. All right, hit it. Wait.
They hold the ball in, trying to catch the Warriors offside, and Hughes now with it. Oh, good pass. The old flick out the back to Sebi, who did want to hang on to it in the end. He's driven back by Papali'i. Away to Croft, and now to Brandon Smith. Roach up with Tavanga. And then Vatiafoa, the third man in to stop him. 21 out. It comes away to Brodie Croft. Ball bounces up very kindly for a charging Kenny Bromwich. Not sure that was part of the set play, but it worked. They're 11 out. Now Tui Kamikamica. He's got a couple of tries in the last 3 weeks, and he'll get within 2 of the line now.
Washington line here.
2 tackles left. Can the Warriors hold on? Croft! They've got him. Here's the last. Where's Munster? He's stationed left. Smith's going to kick it to the in goal, and they're going to have to ground it here. Patrick Herbert comes across and grounds it for a goal line dropout.
Yeah, another great Cameron Smith kick, just building pressure. Only 2.5 minutes to go in this half. Are we looking to consolidate this field position and hopefully level up 8-all?
Sam mentioned the slow starts of the last few weeks, Billy. Have you got a thought on why this is happening? It's un-Melbourne-like.
Well, it is. The Bulldogs came down here a couple of weeks ago and played some really good football against the Melbourne Storm, and we saw it last week. Roosters, 20-0.
Okay, Jazz. Then you're nice and square.
I think the Cowboys the week before, they were behind at half-time as well.
Yeah.
Let him up. Jazz, lock in.
So that's the 20-metre line. Here's Smith. Here's Munster. Sizes them up and goes to Kenny Bromwich. He's dropped down in Patrick Herbert's tackle, 8 metres out from the line. Less than 2 minutes left until the break. And the Warriors carry this lead into half-time. Nelson Arce for Solomona. Tackled by Roach and Afoa. 12 out, centre park. Brandon Smith goes to Kamikamica. Here's the last, as you heard Matt Checken say. Oh, he dropped the ball. He's lost it. The play on. Okay, that's interesting. Croft for Vunivalu. He's up. Good take.
Let him go.
That's a good clash on that side of the field. Mamalo versus Vunivalu, and the Warrior did a really good job there.
That was an interesting take on the play the ball. Normally when the ball bobbles around like that, it's just a scrum immediately, but
he got away with one there.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
It's great defence by the Warriors there.
How good are they going?
Showing
They're playing
plenty of
sensational.
Just turning them away and building the pressure with their defence on their try line. It can get quite frustrating when you attack the line and you don't come up with points and you're expecting to come up with points. Plenty of heart in this performance.
Burr with an offload. 35 seconds until half-time to give Melbourne one last shot at them. Here's Brandon Smith. Gee, if they don't turn them away again here, that might be a telling moment in the game. Cameron Munster for Kenny Bromwich now. Tackled well by Tohu Harris. Probably the last play of the half. It's gone behind Kamikamica. Harris Tavita's got it back. And that will be the first 40. Siren rings out around Amy Stadium, which is very well populated again tonight for this Anzac Day showdown, which the Warriors lead at half-time. 8 points to 4. Adam Blair with the first try after 9 minutes of play. Harris Tavita with a conversion and a penalty goal, and Cameron Munster, the try scorer for the Melbourne Storm in the first.
Welcome back to Macca's Thursday Night Footy, live on 9 on ANZAC Day. We're at AAMI Park tonight at halftime. That team on your screen, the Warriors in the sheds, cool, calm and collected. 8 points to 4. They lead the Melbourne Storm with another 40 minutes to play, and that's despite missing Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Blake Green. They've brought in a couple of players on debut, and they've caught this Melbourne Storm side on the hop. Perhaps a few uncharacteristic mistakes in that opening 40 minutes from the home side. As you heard in their halftime break too, this is the 4th game in a row that the Storm have trailed a match at halftime. As we saw last week, they came from 20 points down against the Roosters to force at the Golden Point. But went down in that. Could it be back-to-back defeats for last year's grand finalists? Who we'll find out shortly. It's Macca's Thursday Night Footy, a motion charge match tonight too. Our cultural ceremony before the game, the last post and the traditional ANZAC ceremony. An amazing vibe here in front of a huge crowd at AAMI Park, as well as the Warriors come back out onto the paddock fresh and ready to go. The big challenge is to keep themselves up and ahead on the scoreboard. The Melbourne Storm now making their way out on the pitch as well. They've got to get themselves back from a 4-point deficit here at AAMI Park. Try and avoid back-to-back defeats. You can hear that crowd, the fireworks. We heard from Billy Slater, the coach isn't happy. Let's find out. He's with Ruan.
Thanks, Brace. Down here with Coach Craig Bellamy. Craig, a momentous occasion tonight, but probably not the start you were after.
No, without a doubt. We've started slow and we haven't really sort of picked up our lead, to be quite honest. Our attack looks very disjointed and not quite. It's like we're not quite sure what's going on out there, so we need some, a bit more communication. Hopefully, that'll help us with the ball.
Well, thanks very much for having a chat to us. Good luck for the second 40.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Over to you, Tomo.
Thanks, Ruan. Thanks to Craig Bellamy for his time as we head into the second half. Well, like we said, on a couple of occasions, 4 games in a row, the Storm have trailed at half-time. They've got out of it on 3 occasions. Last week, the exception with a Golden Point loss to the Roosters. And I think Paul Vorton, most people would be thinking, well, they'll probably get themselves out of this as well, but just based on quality. But the Warriors have been very willing.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. The big trick for the Warriors is to keep up that intensity that they showed in the first half.
Oh, well, that was nearly blown out of the water.
Yeah, so if they can do that, they're a chance.
Well, this would be a monumental upset.
Skill, big hits.
40 minutes away to find out whether they can execute that or not. As Mamalo runs back to the 30-metre line, played it to Isaac Luke, who's back out there after passing the HIA, and that's a huge boost to Stephen Kearney's men. In the face of an injury crisis, if they were to lose him for the rest of the game, it would make it, you'd think, nigh on impossible. Here's Roach, who's still out on the park. He replaced Isaac Luke at hooker, but he's gone into the back row. And Tohu Harris, he will kick this time. It's up and down in largely the same spot, and they've knocked the ball on. It was Adam Blair sticking a hand out and tapping it forward.
It's a handover, it's a handover. Go back 10, Warriors. Cameron, just there, please.
So Brandon Smith, crowd favourite, wearing Stormland. Now for Tui Kamakamitha. Tackled by Roach. And Papali'i now Arciba Solomona with some footwork as he arrived at Lachlan Burr. 5 metres over the halfway line. Smith for Kamakamitha. For Cameron Munster. He'll dance with them here. And they just hang off for a fraction of a second. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve, Munster. You never know what's coming. Smith now kicks it through. The chase is on. Hughes regathers. Hughes scores. We're locked up at 8-all.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Cameron Smith, they're going to check it. No, they've given it. Matt Checken towards the try. And that was a nice little set play. Cameron Smith and Jerome Hughes was well aware of what he was going to do, and he sprinted onto that ball. It was a perfect kick. Defence up. Look at him come from out there, out wide. Well done. A That's the Harvey Norman replay, Billy.
Well, it was the Cameron Smith show in the first 20 minutes of the second half last week to get the Melbourne Storm back into the game, and he's got the same attitude here tonight.
Sam Friday.
Yeah, Billy touched on Cameron Smith there. What I want to talk about is the Seagulls. There was a heap of Seagulls down here at halftime, and Seagulls use an array of sounds and noises and body language to talk and communicate with one another. You know what the Seagulls told me? Melbourne Storm will score 18 points in the second half. Watch out. Here they come.
Couple tips from Seagulls now, Fatty. Oh, there's 4 of them anyway.
Seriously, did he have 10 schooners at half-time, Sam? He just made that up.
I believe him.
Well, he might be right.
You would.
Well, this is an easier one for Munster, pretty much from in front. And the Storm have hit the front. So Melbourne with the first try after the break. Let's see if the Warriors can summons a response after surrendering the lead for the first time in the match.
Yeah, Jerome Hughes picked up a little knee injury while he scored that try. Looks like the inside of his right knee, medial ligament. He's trying to run it out. Ryan Pappenhausen's up off the bench. He's warming up just in case.
Already made replacement for Hughes if he was to come from the field as Munster. That's a great ball to Chambers, who rolls one through off the left boot. Hiku's back there. Oh, he goes a little pivot away from the defence. Well done, Peter Hiku. Jared Beale now. Grand final winner with the Sharks, 2016. And now for Mamalo, who has 3 tries in the season so far. For Ashford to go over the halfway line. Sevi, the 17, in defence with Arsiva Solomona. Harris Tavita. And Bunty a 4 in 16. Always throws plenty of energy into his work. Harris takes a bounce off the legs of Brandon Smith. Good scramble, Kenny Bromwich to win it back. Now Josh Addo-Carr. Tackle on the 20-metre line. His wingmate, Vunivalu. Oh, Elson Solomona with a juggle. A low pass, and when you're 7'1", it's a long way down from there.
Up now, Isaiah! Hold. Sweet.
Stand in the tackle, they won't put him on the ground. Brodie Croft. Long kick down the field to be taken on the full by Hiku. He gets back to the 30-metre line. The possession at one stage in the first half was 65% in favour of the Warriors. It's now 51-49. And the scoreboard has reflected that shift in momentum. Strong tackle on Jared Beale. Sent away for Harris Tavita, and now for Roach. Smith with Kamitha. They bring him to ground. 16 metres, Melbourne side of the halfway line. Left foot kick from Harris Tavita. There was a miscue, but they'll get a catch on it here. Now Papali'i, can he struggle to get a pass away? He's trying. He's still a chance. The ball's come out. And it's been stripped away by 6 more. Hang on, what's happened there? The play had stopped. The Warriors, they soldier on here. Here's Patrick Herbert. Well, this is fascinating.
It's like time stop.
We'll bookmark that and see what happened. 5 out from the line. If the Warriors can score, there could be a blue coming. Here's Lachlan Bird. Sent away from Luke. Now to Harris Tavita. Out of the line. They got them shot. They're going to score here. Mamalo's over in the corner. Now we've got to go back to see what happened on that play. The Warriors have got the lead back.
Yeah, smart play here by Harris Tavita. He realised that they were short on the left-hand side, the Melbourne Storm, and just spirals a beautiful pass out to Peter Hiku. This is the incident before. Papali'i trying to get the ball stolen away.
One-on-one steal. They're saying one-on-one steal.
I think Suliasi Vunivalu thought he was playing rugby. Beautiful pass there. Great left foot step, and then finds Ken Mamalo, who puts the Warriors back in front. And
that's very odd. Very strange. Great ball. Spiral pass straight to Mamalo and Sam Fido. The Warriors have answered back.
Yeah, they have answered back. I told you the Seagulls spoke to me about the Storm. They didn't say anything about the Warriors. They have to be very careful here. But I think Vunivalu there thought he may have given a penalty away, so he left the ball behind, giving the Warriors possession. And when you do that to the Warriors down that end, they're going to punish you.
And they've done just that. 12-10, and now a conversion attempt from Harris Tavita, the left foot kicker from just inside touch. Oh, I still haven't worked out what happened there, Paul. You got any ideas?
Well, he actually tried to kick it in the end, I believe, and the ball came loose and hit the ground. So I'm not sure if it was a knock on or not, or whether it went straight into Vunivalu on the ground. And we'll have to have another look at it.
He tries to get it to swing around. He can't. It's 12-10.
No change to the scoreboard. It's 2 points in it. 30 minutes remaining. Warriors 12. Storm 10.
Cameron.
Warriors grab the lead back. Towering restart here by Munster. Back comes Bunty. Marion Sevi and Kafusi the tacklers. Right, here we are. This is what happened. It's Papali'i. He's trying to get it away. Now, it's ripped out. Well, it's been ripped out by Vunivalu.
It was ripped out.
It wasn't a one-on-one tackle either, so it should have been a penalty.
he feared the penalty, and that's why he let go of the ball.
So can we say then that the referees have played advantage? I think that's what's happened, which is probably a good call given what's been the outcome of that. Tenacious Parsi up over the halfway line. Now Luke sees a staggered defensive line and he goes after them. Here's Harris with it. This has been a very impressive.
Worrying signs for the Storm there. They did not move up there. Did not move up at all.
Harris Tavita bangs it up in the air. It's in the direction of Vunivalu. He's got a clean catch on it. But there's plenty of Warriors jumpers and they bring him to ground. A couple out from his own line. Oh, Sevi was lined up from long range by a Foa. And now Hughes, looks like the knee's okay. He's run for 10 metres or so there and gets up near his own 40-metre line after 4 tackles. Now Cameron Smith, can he do it again in back-to-back weeks? Pilot his team home in a precarious position. If anyone can, Cameron can. And Marlowe was happy to watch that go over the sideline, but the ball stood on its point and stayed in.
Hold, fellas, wait. Don't get involved. Move now. They're coming, Cameron. Wait for the go ball. Hold. Go.
Jared Beale now. Plays it to Luke. And that's Mao back into the game. He was the Dragons Player of the Year a couple of seasons back, Leeson Armour. So he's still got plenty of good football left in him, and hasn't he had a tremendous game? The debutant centre, Patrick Herbert, he ran with great venom that time. Here's a deft kick over the top from Luke. It's going to bounce between the posts. It's going to stay in the in goal. Vunivalu, he's got nowhere to go.
Watch the arm.
Yeah, very smart little kick there. Found the deck. Couple of nice bounces for the Warriors, and no time for the Storm to get that one out. And it's a good chase. Look at the chase. Gathering, coming into the one line. Very nice.
Be interesting to see when the Warriors attack this. They've been attacking the Storm right edge all night, so I'm thinking they're going to be setting up at black dot from an edge and go to that edge.
Harris Tavita's got it. Here goes Leeson Armour, and you just sense here at Amy Park that there is a bit of trepidation in the bleachers. They're only ahead by 2, but the Warriors are not going away. Here's Bunty Afoa. Plays it to Isaac Luke. It's been wonderful again for the Warriors this evening. Now Hiku. Harris Tavita, he's going to kick on 3 towards the in goal, and Addo-Carr's going to make a play, and they don't often get him for pace, but they're going to get him this time.
Play the ball!
No, the ball got back in the field.
Yeah, that's a kick that no one knew about. Hence it gave Addo-Carr a chance to get it out of the in goal area.
Oh, and a penalty on the back of it.
It was a late call. Yeah, the attacking line was well back here and didn't get a chance to get up to Addo-Carr and capture him. Just got out, checking right there. Good on you, Matt.
Back into the game, linking up with Brodie Croft.
Release now.
Isaac Luke and Isaiah Papali'i, the defenders. Away to Munster, who shaped the kick and then takes them on himself. He's almost impossible to tackle, this bloke. So strong. And you throw that in with all the other tricks he's got, and it's one heck of a package. Here's Smith, he goes back to Munster. He's going to roll it towards the in goal. Oh, well done. It's Patrick Herbert again. He was down on his hands and knees and still managed to come up with the ball.
The thing with Munster is, as a defender, you line him up and you think, right, I'm going to make the tackle, and then he puts on the little fancy footwork, and it makes him so hard to bring down.
Now Marlowe gets outside the 20. Papali'i, he's had a real dig tonight, hasn't he? Oh, look out. He got it back, and they're going to stay alive. Aceford with a bit of experience there to grab the ball and go to ground straight away. Luke does the kicking on the 5th tackle. For Hughes to charge back with Parsi and Harris down there, and Adam Blair too. Here's the Fox. Just brilliant footwork. Stepped inside of 2, left them standing there cold for Nukin. With another aggressive run to go over the halfway line. 12-10. Warriors leading the Storm. Croft's going to kick on the third. He's got Vunivalu after it. And he knocked it on there, Suliasi.
Well done, Lee.
Yeah, there was an opportunity. Peter Hiku come up in the line. Brodie Croft noticed that and put the kick in. Obviously, got a great relationship with his outside men, Suliasi, Vunivalu. Felice Kafusi knew it was on.
Tomorrow night on VB Friday Night Football, the Panthers will look to get back in the winner's circle against Wayne Bennett's Bunnies. It's been some week out at Penrith. Live coverage begins at 7:30 tomorrow night, right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Barcy got rattled up, but still got the ball away. Nice work. Here's Harris. There might be a stopgap 5'8". Porty's had a go. It's all Harris, hasn't he?
Yeah. Been a good player for a long time. I think he's fancied himself out there in the outside backs tonight. He looks a bit buggered at the moment. He's sucking them in.
Oh, gee, Vunivalu. Talk about make life hard for yourself. And Jerome Hughes up against Blake Aceford. He's got him. Here's the pickup. Just. And a bit of respite here from Melbourne, who looked under the pump there. They've got a penalty. They'll get up near the halfway.
Okay, Melbourne are known for their set starts. Great kick from Cameron Smith inside the Warriors' territory. This is the best place to attack from, away from the try line so the fullback can't get in. And Brodie Croft's last kick will put Peter Hiku on notice to get in the line.
Bromwich out from Munster. They got numbers this way. A cutout ball that found Addo Carr. He'll get up to the 10-metre line before he's taken in the tackle. Harrison Beale, the defenders. Chambers away to Munster. Out to Cameron Smith. There's a trio of players. Ball back on the inside. Jerome Hughes finds Kenny Bromwich. They had to be quick. Blair was the man that stopped him with Hiku.
Big tackle from Adam Blair. Try save.
Smith, Munster, short pass. Jesse Bromwich towards the post. Underneath the black dot. He stopped. There's still 2 tackles left. Huge set here. Can the Warriors knock them back again? Munster out now for Hughes, away to Chambers. He's over the sideline. Great defence.
Great defence. That was a really good set from the Melbourne Storm. They asked plenty of questions, but the Warriors had plenty of answers.
Paddy Herbert.
They're up, mate. Okay, start.
Herbert rides again. Great tackle. In his debut game for the Storm. Fantastic. Well, they're game changers. They're match winners, those sort of tackles.
21-5-3-9 the crowd here. So another excellent attendance for an Anzac Day fixture. They go past the hour mark. The Warriors by a couple. Good defence by Croft. And now for Parsi. There's a bit of line speed and aggression about the defence here, but once more an offload. And Isaac Luke can scamper up near the 30-metre line. Harris Tavita away for Armau. There's the meter readers. Mamalo Addo Carr. Oh, look out, trouble. Burr had to scramble, got it back. It's all the speed men reading the meter read so far tonight. Now Tohu Harris. This is the last tackle. They haven't got to the 30-metre line. Big kick coming up here. from Harris to Vida. He goes low this time. A couple of bounces to Hughes, and they're going to be in a fantastic position on the field to attack from now. Addo Carr inside the 30. Nearing the championship round. From one of the heavyweight teams in our game. Buck the momentum and get the job done here at home. Hughes dummies, goes, tackled well by Papali'i within 8 of the line. Felice Kafusi dummy half. Brodie Croft away to Smith. Now Jesse Bromwich tried to get on the outside of Blair, but he got him. Along with Tohu Harris on the last play. Munster, can he force a repeat set? Oh, this is going to be too long.
Watch the ball, Dave, watch the ball.
Okay, come through, Chech. Come through.
Thanks, mate.
Easy, mate. Long pass, very long pass.
Wait, hold them up.
Wait, Kenny.
Once again, that's good pressure, just cutting down his time to kick that ball.
He was held, mate.
Penalty to the Warriors, so that hasn't helped. Brendan Smith involved.
It's pretty much at the same time. It's a hard one, mate. Hey?
Well, the Melbourne Storm
really
have
hard,
been
mate,
good to ignore the scoreboard pressure, but JT, only 17 minutes to go in this game. When does it start becoming a factor?
They're probably inside that last 10 minutes. They're probably only going to get 5 or 6 sets each in that last 10 minutes, and that's when the scoreboard pressure starts to apply.
Penalty goal difference at the moment, but the Warriors can really put the scares into Melbourne if they could jag another try right here. They're only 35 metres out. Harris to Vida, to Burr.
Jesse, go there. Release, get squared, don't get too deep.
17, Matt Roach. And now Harris to Vida with it.
Up, Cameron, get up and get squared. Go too deep, Kenny.
Now the 18 is out there for the Warriors. Hayes Perham in his first NRL appearance. We've got a cramping issue here with one of the other young half, Chanel Harris Tavita, but Hayes Perham called in to this depleted Warriors unit, and he's out there with his team a couple ahead of the Melbourne Storm in the last 16 and a half of the match.
He's just got cramp, mate. We're going to play.
Well, his position's 5'8".
Adam,
And as soon as he got out there, he was talking to Tohu Harris and telling his outside men where he wanted them. Great sign.
So Harris has gone back into the second row, and it'll be the two youngsters in the halves.
Lock in.
Harris Tavita in his 4th NRL game, and Hayes Perham playing his first right now. Papali'i driving his way up to within 13 metres of Melbourne's line. Away now for Parsi. Last tackle. Here's Roach out to Harris Tavita. Oh, that wasn't exactly what they were planning. They've got the ball back though, but Peter Hiku breaks out of one tackle. And he throws it on the left boot. Oh, what a catch. Well taken, Marion Sevi.
Well, that didn't go to plan.
No.
And they'd given the ball back to the Storm in good field position and then a penalty. So here come the Melbourne Storm. I've really enjoyed this game. I mean, the Warriors were despised outsiders, 18-point outsiders. Desperation play there. And they've really put it to the Storm, and let's see what the champions, the Melbourne Storm, have got left.
The crowd come alive, trying to offer their team some support. 15 left on the clock. Beautiful ball away to Bromwich, who runs onto it. Now to Munster, now to Hughes, overlap, Chambers, thuds into the defence. It was a very good tackle. Welsh, who started the game, and he's out there to finish it off. 11 out from the Warriors line. Tackle made by Parsi. Smith now for Hughes, who tries to find a passage up the centre of the field. His legs were taken out by Papali'i that time. Here's Smith, here's Munster. Herbert comes flying out, couldn't stop him. Munster's up, he's away again. He's got the ball wrapped up, can't offload. 9 out from the line, here's the last tackle. Here's Brodie Croft, stabs it up in the air. This is a hot ball, it's tapped back to Sebi, he'll kick towards the in goal. And he might have his kicking licence revoked by Andrew Johns after that.
Patrick Herbert, he didn't get Cameron Munster, but he got enough of him to create some carnage around him and stop him from promoting the ball to the outside. Big play. They're holding on the Warriors.
He won't be forgetting this debut anytime soon. Patrick Herbert, what a performance. Yet to make a handling error in the second half, the Warriors. The discipline has been very good, which isn't something always synonymous with Warriors teams, of course. Here's Nat Roach with a strong run. 7 tackles set with that kick going dead. Now they've thundered upfield, approaching the 30-metre line. Ignatius Parsi.
He's been really good tonight, Parsi. That's it, and Burr's made 40 tackles. And Parsi's been really strong in the middle all night. There's Burr again.
Here's Hiku, gives it away to Perrin. He's got Will Chambers there, but he gets the ball away. Well done. Now Hiku's going to roll it towards the goal line. It's back to the Warriors. Beale put a boot on it, and it ricocheted off the shins of a Melbourne Storm player and went over the sideline without being played at. Might have been Addo Carr.
Well, they're 2 in front, but they're still willing to chance their arm and offload a kick before the last. They're willing to throw the ball around.
Well, the closer they get, the more anxious they'd be. Wait till it's out, fellas. They're starting to believe a bit, maybe, this Warriors side. There's still a lot of time left on the clock. But there's lots of sting in their defence. Papali'i loves to hit hard. He's done that right throughout the game so far. Christian Welsh now confronted by Burr. Got a ball away, and Hughes with it. Felice Kafusi. Chanel Harris-Tavita, the 6, making the tackle along with Parsi. Out through Jesse Bromwich. Munster with a long ball, finds Chambers, who's up to the halfway, but Herbert, he's done a great job on Chambers tonight. I go back towards the other sideline. Smith with a ball to Christian Welsh. Smith for Munster. He's going to go to the air. Addo Carr and Chambers, the chasers. Here's pressure for Hiku. Good take. Oh, look out, he's lost the ball now. He took the initial one and then dropped it in the tackle.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Peter Hiku. He's had a big game as well tonight. Still got it. No, dropped it. And this is where the Warriors have got to lift. The ANZAC spirit's got to kick in for both sides. 2-point game. One team trying to hang on, the other one chasing hard. It's going to be a great finish.
There we've got 6 on 5, the Melbourne Storm. 6 players on the right-hand side of the field. Cameron Munster up against 2 forwards. Familiar territory, if we remember back to the Bulldogs game.
Out.
Here's Cameron Munster. Ball away to Chambers on the opposite side of the field that he's used to in this game so far. Who's going to crack it open for the Storm? Smith's waiting for it. Ball for Finucane. Dale Finucane with an endless drive of the legs. Put down by Parsi. Smith, Munster, couldn't find someone to run onto it, so he holds them himself. They've exhausted 3 tackles, they're 10 out. Smith goes down the right, finds Kafusi, he'll be hard to hold, but look at all the numbers around the ball for the Warriors. Brodie Croft for Christian Welsh to run into the fence. This will be the last tackle. They've done well so far, the Warriors. They've got one more to hang on. Short pass to Bromwich, a look forward. And they don't get a kick away. Well, that's strange.
That was ordinary. That's about a 1 out of 10. Come back,
Craig.
Don't go home.
Lock the door.
That's resilient defence by the Warriors there. They're absorbing everything the Melbourne Storm are throwing at them and just turning them away time after time.
Ashford tackle by Kafusi. Roach for Harris Tavita for Parsi. Well, Jonathan Thurston said when you get inside the last 10 minutes, you start to feel a bit of scoreboard pressure. I wonder if they are, Melbourne, with 8 minutes left and the Warriors ahead by a couple. Harris Tavita wants it to break to the sideline. Hughes got across, keeps the ball in play, gives it to Vunivalu. Tohu Harris leading the chase with Isaiah Papali'i, who's now made 39 tackles for the game. Addo-Carr is a speed man, what they need to crack it open. Jesse Bromwich with it. Smith's going to run. He goes to Croft, who runs off the veteran number 9. He's flung into the ground. They've got some good go forward here, though, Melbourne. Smith away from Munster. He'll look back on the inside with another skip step. He stopped 30 short of the New Zealand Warriors line. Last play, Smith down the short side. He sends one over the top to Peter Hiku, who caught it in the field of play, said the referee. Or at least left the field of play to then make the catch in the in goal, and he'll run back to the 20. Under 7 left on the clock.
Keep going, brother! Move down! Hold, square, boys. Wait for this hold,
It's got Blake Ashford to go over the 30. Here's your leading tacklers for the game tonight. There's Lisa Armau. Tucks it under the wing. Runs over the 40-metre line. If they were to win this game, the Warriors, it would be hard to think of a bigger upset in recent history. Harris Tavita kicks it out.
They're great games to play in these. You know, if you're in front, you just got to try and hang on, right? You band together, come on, boys. Defence is what we need for the next 7 minutes. But if you're on the Melbourne Storm side, I'm looking around, and if it's 1985, I'm going, right, I need something special from Cliff Lyons or Mick O'Connor or Noel Cleal. So, Billy, who are the guys? Who can get Melbourne out of trouble here?
Well, straight away, you look to the 2 Camerons, Munster and Smith. Jerome Hughes has been heavily involved in the last 10 minutes. He's created a 2-on-1 off this scrum. But it's a fantastic effort from the New Zealand Warriors. No Blake Green, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, their captain, and their go-to man. Solomon Carter, David Fusatua. All their strike are on the sidelines. They've got some young players out there in key positions.
Tohu, let the ball get in.
But they're experienced guys. Tohu Harris, Ignatius Parsi, Adam Blair. Peter Hiku's having a great game.
Come on, out.
Marciva Solomona standing 1 pass wide of the scrum. Maybe another little wild card factor. They've used all their interchanges, the Warriors, with 5.5 left. Craig Bellamy's still got 1 left. Munster. To Chambers, who thunders onto it, but again they meet him with good defence.
Yeah, another good Herbert tackle.
Smith now for Jesse Bromwich, who goes to ground with it. Poor tackle, that's a knock on. Oh, it's a penalty. Crowding in the tackle. Wow.
We've ruled it, mate. Got to go back.
It'll be 12 all in a second.
All over him. Chech. There you go. Stay here, mate. Go on the 2. Take him 2.
We'll take a break. So Cameron Munster from right in front to make it 12 all. What do you reckon here, Billy? Crowding's the call. Explain that.
Yeah, you see a lot of them let go and called an incorrect play the ball as Cameron Munster moves in. And we're all levelled up with 4 minutes to go.
Well, we've got field goal territory right upon us now, and for the Warriors, Chanel Harris-Tavita in game number 4, and Hayes Perham playing his first game. They're the halves. It's going to be on them, you'd think. One of them to try and pilot home a field goal. Don't miss our post-game show, of course, Macca's Golden Point, our experts to dive into today's win by the Roosters over the Dragons, and Sam will make his Thursday night debut as he heads behind the scenes in the winning sheds. Golden Point, thanks to Macca's, at the completion of this game, which is currently 12 all. The first ANZAC Day clash between Melbourne and the Warriors back in 2009 finished at 14 all after Golden Point. I wonder if 10 years on, history might be repeating itself. Here's Nelson Arcipa-Solomona, tackled on the 20-metre line. Now Smith goes for a run and nearly breaks through them. Good tackle by his old mate Adam Blair. And Marion Sebi over the halfway. Good run by him. 4 down. Smith, he's coming into his own now. For Nelson Arcipa-Solomona, for Dale Finucane, if they want the 1 point, this might be the time. Where's Brodie Croft on the right and Cameron Munster on the left. It's going to go to Croft. Here he is. He sets for it. He hits it towards the post. What's he think about it? He's got it! Oh, well done!
Check.
Well, he was coming to the left-hand side of the field and Cameron Smith pointed at him and said, "You, get there, kick this field goal. It's risk or reward." He got the reward. If it goes dead, it's 7 tackles and gives the Warriors a chance, but he's taken the chance and he's got it, the young man.
Off the post and over. 13-12.
Just like that, the Warriors looking at a remarkable win. And now, 2 minutes later, they're behind. 2 minutes left. Let's see what they can conjure up. Might be a short kick-off here, I reckon.
It's gone 20 metres, and Vunivalu with a safe catch. Have they got out of jail here, Melbourne? Marion Sebi running back within 13 metres of the halfway line. Now for Felice Kafusi. You would think, given there's 2.5 left, they could get the job done from here with all the experience they possess. This Melbourne outfit. Bromwich, good run. 4th tackle on the 40-metre line. Kafusi will go down the short side, pick up 10 metres. And Cameron Smith sends it to Croft. He's going to bang it over the sideline.
Mark's here, fellas.
Inside the 20 of the Warriors.
Well, they'll get at least 1 set of 6, possibly 2, but they need a big one here. They need every man to the pumps and just run hard as you can, get them up the field. No Isaac Luke, he's on the bench to have the goal kick, have the field goal attempt. So it'll probably come down to Harris Tavita.
Well, they need to use the football. They can't go through the middle of the Melbourne Storm. They'll get suffocated in there. They've got to offload the ball, get some structure.
.90 seconds left. Here's Harris, here's Herbert. Ball for Beale. Forward!
Forward,
that's just about going to be it.
That's it.
Beale was off down the touchline, but the ball from the first gamer, Herbert, who's had a tremendous debut, went forward.
1 minute to go. Let's do it. Go Storm. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that's pressure. Now you've got to make a decent pass just to try and get a chance to win it. On that occasion, wasn't up to it. That's rugby league. That's what it can do to you. It's been a brilliant effort by the Warriors, though. Storm now look like they're just going to go through the motions to wrap it up. 40 seconds.
What a bold effort from this Warriors outfit. But Melbourne, they're starting poorly and they're just getting themselves out of trouble. That's been the recent trend, and it won't be one that pleases their perfectionist coach, that's for sure. Finucane, tackle on the 4th. They should be able to see the game out from here. 10 seconds left, 2 plays. Smith, Jesse Bromwich. This will be it. It'll be a Melbourne win by a point. Most expected the Storm to win it. I don't think anyone expected they'd do it by the margin of a field goal. As Cameron Smith's tackled with it, there's the siren. Melbourne get their 6th win of the season, and they've done it the hard way. 13-12 over the Warriors. Well, the fans are happy with the result. It was in the balance for all but 4 minutes of the game. 13-12. A Brodie Croft field goal. The difference in the end. It hit the left upright, bounced between them. And the Warriors will be enormously proud of their effort here without, well, their 2 most influential players, Blake Green and their captain, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, the reigning Dally M medalist. They nearly came down here to Melbourne and executed a huge upset, but they've only just fallen short. It was a very courageous performance from them and a match fitting of the ANZAC Day occasion here at Amy Park.